Step 2 of initial setup is to orient the VCMs. In order to do that, we will go to Wrench, Initial Setup, VCM Setup. Once in the VCM Setup menu, we'll need to get all these VCMs in the proper order and orientation that they are installed across the boom. So we would come to the VCM in the first section, or installed into CAN channel 1. In this case, there is one VCM plugged into CAN channel 1. I know that because there is only a 1A VCM here. So now that we have established that, we need to know if the black tube on the VCM is mounted at the leftmost tip of the machine and running in towards the center. A typical installation would be with the tube on the other side, so we would swap the ends in order to get this oriented correctly. So then the tube would be towards the inside of the machine with the pigtail running out towards the tip. If you have a fence row nozzle installed on one of these VCMs, you'll see that it is installed into the outermost nozzle drop. Then we would come over to our next section or CAN channel. In this CAN channel, we can see that we have two VCMs, one labeled 2A, one labeled 2B. Pinpoint automatically defaults these in serial number order. So you can see that VCM ending in serial number 36 is labeled as 2A, and VCM serial ending in serial number 42 is labeled as VCM 2B. If this is the proper order, then all we have to do is get these VCMs in the proper orientation. If 2B, not VCM number 42, is actually the first one in this CAN channel, or it's mounted further left than the other VCM, then we would need to swap the VCM. So I would hit that swap VCM button, and now you can see 2A becomes VCM 42. So we have to get the VCMs in the correct order that they are installed, left to right across the boom. And once they're in the right order, we need to get them in the right position by using the swap ends button. So get the VCMs in the correct order, left to right, and then get them in the correct orientation. Left mounted VCM tube or right mounted VCM tube. Once you've completed that step, we come back out to the home screen and we put it in key fob mode. Again, you'll do that by ensuring that this is blue. Then you'll get your Bluetooth app, or you'll get your handheld key fob device and go to the rear of the machine, and you should be able to turn your nozzles on, and they should fire in order left to right across the boom, starting at nozzle number 1 and ending at the last nozzle you have installed on the machine, and they should go in exact order. If those nozzles do not go left to right in order, then you have an issue with either a VCM order or orientation, and you would need to go back into the VCM setup and get that VCM oriented or correctly positioned, and then key fob test it again to make sure that the nozzles go in the correct order across the machine. Once you get the nozzles to go in the correct order across the machine, you're ready to move on to step 3. Do not move on to step 3 until we have the nozzles in the proper order and orientation and verified with the key fob test.